The TVWAN News is proudly brought to you by
Hello, this is TVWAN News. I'm Jasmine Irojak. In this edition, certificates finally arrives. Day returning officer suspended. And evictees speak out. After months-long delay, grade 12 certificates are finally reaching schools in Papua New Guinea. Those students in the Highlands and Simbu are still waiting. The Department of Education says printing setbacks caused the slow rollout, but schools in Port Moresby, including Dulos Hope Secondary, began issuing certificates this week.
Months-long delays in grade 12 certificates continue to affect students nationwide. With NCD schools issuing documents, students in other parts of the country continue waiting. The Department of Education confirmed that printing setbacks slowed the national rollout, but certificates were dispatched last week. Several Port Moresby schools, including Dulos Hope Secondary, began issuing them this week. With his grade 12 certificate securely in his hand, former student Alex Willie expressed relief and a renewed confidence after months of uncertainty.
And once we were completing our grade 12 examination, we were waiting for our result, and we taking our result. Then after that, our certificate was delayed, so we was waiting for certificate, and finally we get our certificate, and we are excited because wherever we want to go, it's all about certificate. When we get a certificate and get our result, then we went to whatever courses or whatever schools, institution that we want to go. It's all about a certificate. So I'm really excited that you guys come here and interview us about the certificate. Yeah, now we are getting our certificate. We are really happy, and now we are about to go wherever we want to go.
Willie takes up tertiary studies at the University of Goroka this year. Parents outside NCD haven't had the same relief. Nancy Wamuk from Simbu said her son, accepted to study law at the University of Papua New Guinea, had to rebook his flight from January 26th to February 11th due to the delay. In Port Moresby, Eli Wawe's son, selected for PNG University of Natural Resources and Environment, cannot enroll until his certificate is available. Dulos Hope Principal Annette Ingrin said schools have been unfairly blamed.
Usually we receive the certificates a lot earlier, but last year's the issue that happened last year was something that was totally out of our control as schools. And there were a lot of parents who rang us and who were sending messages, and they were like anxiety, worried, and also some parents got a bit angry because they needed those certificates. But then we explained to them that it was not the school's doing that this happened. It's a policy matter or a problem that happened between the department and MSD. So
she said students were advised to use MyPNG online results and attainment statements temporarily, which helped families while they waited. A senior Teaching Service Commission official said Highlands certificates were printed last week and should reach students next week.
3 final year architecture and construction management students from the Papua New Guinea University of Technology are getting hands-on experience from the Lay Main Market redevelopment project. The two-story market building, valued at 155 million kina, is funded by the Australian and New Zealand governments and the Lae City Authority.
The Lae Main Market redevelopment project, funded by the Australian and New Zealand governments and the Lae City Authority, is being constructed to the value of 155 million kina. The construction of the new Lae Main Market officially commenced on September 17, 2025, after its groundbreaking by Lae MP and Deputy Prime Minister John Rosso, Australian High Commissioner Ewan MacDonald, and New Zealand High Commissioner Peter Zwart. Rosso said the new market will address a lot of current pressing issues as well as create jobs that will be worth millions of kina and create an opportunity for students to get hands-on experience during their industrial trainings.
This market during the construction phase, but look at implanti, school mangi, ball work one time inside logistic market or contractor or subcontractor. Na time market finish is a market. Bol mama sit down, na straight him, now whatever generate him money lo sales inside.
In line with that, 3 final year architecture and construction management students from the Papua New Guinea University of Technology have commenced industrial training on the Lae Main Market redevelopment project. Supported by Australia, the placements provide hands-on experience that strengthens PNG's skilled workforce and prepares graduates to lead future infrastructure projects. The trainees will complete 450 hours of structured on-the-job learning covering site management, construction techniques, workplace safety, quality assurance, and exposure to real-time project challenges that cannot be replicated in the classroom. The placement is a formal and accessible requirement of their degree programs. This first cohort marks the beginning of a series of ongoing student placements throughout the life of the redevelopment, ensuring young people in Lae can meaningfully contribute to building the city's new market. The Lae Market redevelopment is maximizing local participation, with PNG firms delivering a high-quality, climate-resilient build. More than 90% of the 200 construction workers on site are from the local community. The project will also support 18 trade trainees, 10 women and 8 men, 6 Unitech student placements, and 10 internships for unemployed youth. Carol Kiru Jr., TVWAN News.
Residents of Gum Street in Hohola, Port Moresby have voiced their concerns regarding the impoundment of vehicles within their residential area. The community is worried about the implications of vehicle impoundments, which may be affecting their daily routines and safety. There are also complaints about a lack of communication from authorities, with residents saying they have not been informed about the reasons for the impoundments or the criteria used to carry them out. Community leaders are now calling for clearer guidelines and improved communication to avoid misunderstandings and to ensure residents' rights are respected. They have also requested discussions with local authorities in hopes of resolving the issue. Prime Minister James Marape has welcomed the signing of a historic Memorandum of Understanding on mutual exemption of entry visa requirements between the government of the independent state of Papua New Guinea and the government of the United Arab Emirates, describing it as a major milestone in strengthening bilateral relations and expanding opportunities for tourism, trade, investment, and people-to-people exchanges. The agreement was signed on Wednesday, February the 4th, 2026, on the sidelines of the World Government Summit currently being held in Dubai, following high-level engagements between the two governments.
The signing of a historic Memorandum of Understanding on mutual exemption of entry visa requirements between the government of the independent state of Papua New Guinea and the government of the United Arab Emirates reflects Papua New Guinea's growing international confidence and its commitment to building practical partnerships with countries that demonstrate strong economic growth, innovation, and global connectivity. Prime Minister James Marape said the visa waiver agreement is a clear signal that Papua New Guinea is open, ready, and confident to engage the world. Under the agreement, Papua New Guinea citizens holding valid diplomatic, official, and ordinary passports will be eligible to enter the United Arab Emirates without a pre-arranged visa, with visa-free entry or visa on arrival for stays of up to 30 days. In reciprocity, Papua New Guinea will extend the same privilege to UAE passport holders of all categories, allowing them to enter and remain in Papua New Guinea for up to 30 days without the need to apply for a visa in advance under visa on arrival arrangements. The Prime Minister says the reciprocal nature of the agreement highlights the trust and mutual respect between the two governments. Freddie Moe, TV1 News.
Acting Electoral Commissioner Margaret Vagi today provided an update on the new island provincial seat by-election. She also announced the suspension of Day Returning Officer Philip Talape this afternoon for failing to adhere to directives from the Commissioner's office. The decision highlights the importance of compliance with electoral regulations and the vital role that election officials play in ensuring the integrity of the electoral process.
So as of this morning, I have also issued the instrument on the revocation of the returning officer who had defied my instruction. After receiving the letter this morning, I've issued an instrument on his appointment, a revocation of his appointment, and a new RO has been appointed to continue the process. So the process will start tomorrow with a new RO who will continue with the quality checks into completion of the counting. So that's basically on the update on Day Open. TVWAN Open, they're progressing well. We have 7 LLGs that have completed their first preference and they're into quality check. Most of them have completed. We have 3 more LLGs that are currently doing their first preference count. So we anticipate them to complete their first preference by the weekend. Byron Chen on 17,515. Kepas is on 12,012. And Joshua Soy on 7,653. And Chris Guy on 2,111. So that's the current status of the counting for TVWAN Open.
Families affected by the eviction at 4 Mile Works compound in Port Moresby are in the middle of dismantling their semi-permanent houses, unsure where they will settle next. On Tuesday, the 3rd of February, the Department of Works released a notice to the settlers to vacate the area before February the 16th. The short notice came with immediate eviction action by police.
The current eviction in 4 Mile Works compound has potentially displaced more than 4,000 settlers, some of whom have lived there for more than 40 years. The Works compound is a historical residential area for staff of the Department of Works. It turned out into a rundown residential area and eventually invited settlers. Currently, 5 generations of settlers have lived there since the 1970s. Settlers are in a confused state. While they take down their semi-permanent structures, they are unsure where to set up house.
Eviction notice am come back. Only give one time lo me pla moving or cargo lo me pla or something don't play go out. Same time yet am all give me pla eviction notice na same time am all when me all evict me pla na me pla Philippine no gutro. When I'm having black again, or even all the man too, or some one plan member way, or some place I give number again, that is like I'm too all no come now, or say give one black ground, low me plow, low by plan moving more car, go out or whenever.
About 25% of the settlers have left the compound.
So standing making more some people like you want to notice na me play no awel or this land. Name come surprise na making na ogre man all line lo me play ogre big line man meri all background. Na no gara aplo go na only go one up me play no sawe now. Only go na one up all save me staff. Some play go na mona for over die all staff or em this land me play no sawe.
A veteran staff of the department, Kingston Avery, is being told to leave as well. He, along with his children, grandchildren and great-grandchildren, even his in-laws.
Building bro, one bro, Pioneer bro, this the place. Name bro, on Kingston Avery, bro, Popondeta. And work bro, government, so long, almost 50 years now, and work bro, government. And Siri bro, this the building in charge of the building, and Siri bro, got a bubu bro, 5th generation, 4th generation, come up bro. This the na Papa, let's go to the place. Lately, I'm the move out to us and thinking, making, I'm worrying. The
eviction notice was served by the Department of Works and Highways on Tuesday, 3rd February 2026, to vacate portion 4655. The Acting Assistant Commissioner of Police and NCD and Central, Benjamin Turi, confirmed that his office was notified about the major eviction plan. He said all evictions will be carried out by the landowners or property owners. He also mentioned that police will assist to ensure these eviction exercises is done in an orderly fashion. Michael Tamtipais, TVWAN News.
This is TVWAN News. Mothers call for early checks and use of AI. We'll have those stories and more when we come back.
For too long, banking has felt out of reach for many. But now, BSP's One-Took Wallet is here to change that. Send and receive money, pay bills, and top up. It's your money, wherever, whenever. Because at BSP, we are committed to improving how our customers connect to our One-Talks, to our family, to the ones we love. BSP's One-Took Wallet. Money made easy. Dial *131# for everyone.
When you're all in, anything can happen. Grab a Coca-Cola and enjoy the moment.
A reminder to the general public that the due date for post-PNG private letterbox renewals is fast approaching. These are the first quarter renewal rates for 2026. Owning a private letterbox is important for the following reasons. Renew your private letterbox by paying at your nearest post office or through mobile banking. Post PNG's BSP account number 1000-58789 and email your payment description, box location, and box number to the PLB inquiries team. Renew your letterbox now and avoid being forfeited. Contact us for more information.
Cold Power's Citrus Blast uses stain-fighting active particles to remove dirt, grease and stains from your family's washing with less scrubbing and rubbing, reducing wear and tear and saving you time. Cold Power's Citrus Blast has an amazing citrus fragrance that gives that extra freshness that will last all day long.
Long year 2024, 7 pla baby I born one time HIV. HIV I can go long baby long triple rot. Time bel mama I get HIV, long time long carrying baby, na time baby I susu. Tasol Yumi can help him bel mama, long look out him baby inside long bell. Go quick time long bel mama clinic, na kiss him antenatal check. Time Yumi pan him sick HIV area, or time bel mama I positive penis, early treatment I can save him baby. Give him baby healthy start long life. Stop him spread long sick HIV I go long baby. This na talk sawa I come long National AIDS Council Secretariat.
Join me, Tracy Pa, every Sunday for in-depth interviews.
4 days activity, we restored the vision of almost 200 patients.
Profiles and reports on scope.
The MSG Prime Minister's Cup is aimed to foster unity.
It's a cracker!
Came out on top.
Only on TVWAN.
Welcome back. Mother of 4-year-old Wilchi Paddy Kapin, who is diagnosed with a rare cancer form called retinoblastoma, is calling for other parents to act fast, encouraging parents to seek medical help early if they notice anything physically unusual about their children. No parent knows a child better than their own. When something feels off, whether it's to do with their behavior, development, or health. Nomojin Gapi, mother of 4-year-old Wilchi Paddy Kapin, who is diagnosed with a rare cancer, said she noticed something unusual with her baby and acted on it. 4-year-old Wilchi was diagnosed with a rare cancer called retinoblastoma when he was 19 months old.
Well, when we first went over, I didn't know anything about retinoblastoma, or there were other forms of childhood cancer that existed until we got moved into the 1E cancer ward. And during that time, there were about 3 kids, including 4, including Wilchi, that had retinoblastoma. But their cases were far more worse than his. They either had the eyes that were bulging out, or one eye that was already like white inside, or some that were like really shiny, or others that like they were just completely blind.
Gapi said acting quickly, she saved his life. She's encouraging parents to seek medical help early if they notice anything physically unusual about their children.
Every time I walk around, ever since my son got diagnosed, I always see a child that has like something that's different in the eye, or I always tell my friends that if you see that your son has cross-eyed or your child has cross-eyed, or there's something wrong with them, take a chance, go and see the doctors to have them checked. It may not be cancer, but it could be something worth saving their vision.
According to research, retinoblastoma affects young children, usually under the age of 5, with many diagnosed before the age of 2. The most common sign is a white glowing pupil called leukocoria, often noticed in photographs, or a wandering cross-eyed known as strabismus. Being that young and family history of retinoblastoma is the primary risk factor.
Because we tried to save my son's eye, but we were unable to. But we were fortunate that his left eye had only 1%, which got cleared during his 6 cycles of chemotherapy. So I always let my family know, make sure it doesn't matter, you take your child for clinic, always have the doctors to check their eye, or if they have bruises on their bodies, just make sure to check. That's very important. We don't know that a lot of childhood cancer exists.
Furthermore, Gapi said that more awareness needs to be done for early detection of this type of cancer in children. She stressed that early detection leads to a high survival rate. The Public Accounts Committee has reaffirmed that the Connect PNG program remains one of Papua New Guinea's most important nation-building initiatives, designed to connect the country through strategic road links and bridges, opening rural and remote communities to essential services and economic opportunities. The committee recently conducted an inquiry into the Connect PNG program, including site inspections of 13 projects across the country, to assess progress, impact, and implementation.
The Public Accounts Committee conducted an inquiry into the Connect PNG program with site visits across the country. One of the projects visited was the Rindita to Kuara Road, branching off from the Gulf Southern Islands Highway, as well as the Yellow Bridge, which connects Yalebu Pangia to Kagwa Erawe District in the Southern Islands Province. The committee was informed that the Yellow Bridge was administered under the supervision of the former Secretary for Works, David Were. At the time of the site inspection on June 24, 2025, the bridge was already being used. The bridge is one of the success stories of the Connect PNG program. The 151-meter bridge was built by China Aba Engineering at a cost of 11 million kina and was funded by the PNG government. Members of the committee described the Yellow Bridge as a clear and practical example of why the Connect PNG program is critical for PNG.
Mibla kamlo ya gaman sale mibla lo kamlo looking this la walk we am former secretary walking. Na mibla mas mibla one bell mibla kam looking road come up good road bridge come up good and bring him good life he come back live no place so mibla continue long. Walking more one walk mibla long walking like Kobe Dibayo timba mibla lo support ko by silo mibla. Then go come now long access mibla ko station Gamal station na mibla come back. Na lo makim team lo mimi kam wante all officers all police one mibla to thank you mibla no place. Obstacle and all facilities, government working, putting big money in all working. Work we will look out him now. So you will look out to go this all facilities, every place or travel point one and working Bagrabins all facilities. And by staff number look out him live blow. You will place by him staff.
Before the construction of the bridge, communities from more than 17 ward council areas were unable to cross safely to get to Yalibu station. With the bridge in place now, people can now travel to Yalibu and onward to Mount Agan, enabling farmers to sell their produce, families to access services, and communities to fully participate in the national economy. Freddie Moe, TVWAN News.
The Eastern Highlands provincial government is investing in the future of its rural communities with 3 million kina worth of new heavy machinery. The equipment will strengthen road construction and maintenance across the province.
Provincial Governor Simon Sear has personally made the payment to ex-CMG PNG Engineering Machinery Limited during a visit to Lae. He was accompanied by Eastern Highlands Provincial Works Director Jethro Tubavai to witness the official handover of the machinery. The new fleet includes an excavator, roller, backhoe, grader, bulldozer and dump truck, all purchased through the government's Public Services Improvement Program or PSIP. These machines will complement equipment previously acquired during the term of former Governor Peter Numu, ensuring continuity in provincial road development. Governor Sear emphasized that instead of outsourcing road construction to contractors, the provincial government will employ skilled heavy machinery operators to run the equipment under the supervision of the Works Division. This method, he said, will save costs and allow the government to direct funds to essential services like education, health and law and order. Thomas Kendika, sales manager of ex-CMG PNG, said the company is proud to support Eastern Highlands with modern machinery and technical support to ensure the machines perform at their best. Governor Sear also highlighted the dangers of public machinery being misused by contractors for private gain, calling it daylight corruption and robbery. He stressed that the equipment belongs to the people and must be used solely for public benefit. The new machinery is expected to significantly improve roadworks, connect more communities, and support sustainable development through Eastern Highlands Province. With these new machines, the provincial government hopes to ensure better service delivery, safer travel, and stronger economic growth for communities across the province. Carol Kido Jr., TV1 News.
Papua New Guinea has entered a critical phase beyond its first 50 years of independence and must now confront hard questions about whether the constitution remains the highest authority and whether citizens still believe in the courts. PNG Law Society President Hubert Namani said this during the opening of the 2026 legal year held in Port Moresby recently.
During the opening of the 2026 legal year, President of the PNG Law Society, Hubert Nomani, asked the judiciary and the legal fraternity to reflect on whether the Constitution remains the highest authority and whether citizens still believe in our court system.
To the next era of nationhood, the question for our generation is not whether we will celebrate anniversaries, but whether we will build a nation that works. In this next era, we must confront hard truths. We must ask, is the Constitution still our highest authority? Do citizens believe in our courts as the place where justice is found? Do offenders still fear the law? Do public leaders still respect institutions? Because the rule of law is not an academic concept. It is the difference between safety and lawlessness, prosperity and poverty, order and chaos, confidence and fear.
Namani said criminal impunity continues to be a national emergency and it is difficult for the country to progress because issues of corruption, fraud and violence are still trending.
Progress if serious wrongdoing attracts no consequence. We cannot build a modern state where public funds disappear without prosecution, corruption is alleged without conviction, fraud becomes normal, violence becomes political, and lawlessness becomes tolerated.
He said strengthening prosecution capacity, strengthening investigation capacity, and strengthening conviction outcomes will bring back the trust in PNG's court systems.
Prosecution capacity, strengthen investigation capacity, strengthen conviction outcomes. This is not optional. It is a national survival. We cannot say we want investment and development while we allow impunity to thrive.
Namani urged the judiciary and the legal fraternity to use the new courthouse for its intended purposes, ensuring that the justice system is represented fairly to all Papua New Guineans. Tracy Pa, TV1 News.
Meantime, PNG Law Society President Hubert Namani cautioned the legal professionals about the ethical use of artificial intelligence, noting that lawyers in other jurisdictions have already faced disciplinary action for filing false materials and fabricated citations generated by AI tools. Namani said technology can be useful, but it does not replace professional judgment.
I must also caution members on the responsible and ethical use of artificial intelligence. Across jurisdictions, lawyers are already facing disciplinary action for unethical practices, including filing false materials, relying on fabricated citations, and failing to properly verify AI-generated content. Technology can assist us, but it does not replace professional judgment. The duty remains ours to the court and to the client and to the truth.
The official launch and grand opening of Luluai's flagship branch in Garahu is giving Port Moresby residents access to a modern dining, entertainment and gaming venue. This is one of the latest developments in the Garahu suburban area, creating more than 90 employment opportunities for residents. The Chimbu community opened the event with vibrant traditional performances yesterday.
The Dream Inn and Luluai group of companies officially opened its latest PNG-run establishment gaming and entertainment venue, the latest development in the Gero suburb, expected to create more than 90 new jobs when operation comes into full swing. Speaking at the opening ceremony, Company Assistant General Manager Delma Auru credited this milestone to the group's vision-driven management and staff, acknowledging long-serving employees who have supported the company's growth over the past 21 years. She noted that teamwork has been central to this group's expansion.
For our team of committed, vision-driven management and staff, I want to acknowledge you all who have been with the Endiando Group since Dream Inn opened 21 years ago, Luluai Garden 6 years ago, and now Luluai Garahu. Together, everyone achieves more, and your teamwork and dedication is evident today in this official opening.
The establishment of the flagship brands was supported by National Gaming and Control Board CEO Imelda Agon.
It's the building of a facility. It's not only gaming, but a facility that enables all forms of entertainment. When we say entertainment, it must include families. It must include our people when they come and wine and dine. It's a facility where they can enjoy, while after going to work, they can also enjoy a bit of entertainment. Because in this country, there is no such facilities. That's why we see a lot of our people engage in alcohol, engage in activities that affect our countries in terms of security. Today, we hear that jobs have been created as well. And it's Papua New Guineans like Honorable Kua and your beautiful wife and your team here have created job opportunities for our people.
The 10 million Kina investment boasts a dining, entertainment, and gaming hub in Port Moresby. The venue includes a full-service restaurant and a sports bar. It features a gaming lounge with poker machines or pokies, which are now fully operational. Freddie Moe, TVWAN News.
And now a look at the finance news. The Kina closed lower at $0.2335 in the interbank market. At Bank South Pacific, our Kina was buying $0.2260, $0.3228 Australian dollars, $0.1837 euro, and 35.22 Japanese yen. Looking at commodity prices at New York close, cocoa, crude oil, and copper closed higher. Gold and coffee closed lower, and palm oil closed the day unchanged. And on the stock market, the Dow Jones closed lower, ASX closed lower, and all ordinaries closed lower as well. TV1 News continues when we come back. Stay with us.
Banking doesn't have to be complicated. With PSP's One Talk Wallet, control your money wherever, whenever. Dial *131#, enter your PIN, select cash in or out, and generate a secure code to withdraw cash. It's the only wallet for cardless ATM withdrawals. Send and receive funds, pay for goods and bills, or withdraw cash with ease. All with PSP's One Talk Wallet. PSP's One Talk Wallet. Money made easy. Dial *131# today.
Tell him shorty come get it in. Come grind on me, but met it in. Mommy get loose, get loose, get loose. Pepsi in my hand, ice cold, no excuse. I tell him who's gonna bring that roof down. Pepsi with the fresh sound. Tell him who's gonna bring that roof down. Pepsi with that fresh sound. Pepsi, give me some Pepsi, Pepsi, you like it, Pepsi, you like it, Pepsi,
Are you ready to meet the best version of yourself? The one with the bright, confident smile? You've got to take pride in how good you look, how fresh your breath smells, and how great you feel. To boss it at work, to be your best for uni, or to catch the eye of that special someone. You've got to brush up your vibe with whiter, healthier, brighter teeth. Brush up for confidence with Colgate.
Long year 2024, 7 baby i born one time HIV. HIV ikan go long baby long triple rot. Time bel mama ikat HIV, long time long karim baby, na time baby is susu. Tasol yumi can help him bel mama, long look out him baby inside long bell. Go quick time long bel mama clinic, na kiss him antenatal check. Time yumi pan him sick HIV area, o time bel mama i positive penis, early treatment i can save him baby. Give him baby healthy start long life. Stop him spread long sick HIV igo long baby. This latok sawe ikam long National AIDS Council Secretariat.
Hands full? No problem. Use your voice to talk to TISA Bank.
Hey Siri, send 100 kina to mom. Sending 100 kina.
Just say it and Siri does the rest. Super convenient, safe and secure. Always with you. TISA Bank. Banking on change.
The Indigenous and the Maori, and the tradition continues underway. He puts the Indigenous All-Stars back in front. It's amazing! Try! It's a try!
Thanks for staying with us. The international book ship Dulos Hope officially opened to the public today in Port Moresby. The opening followed a formal onboard ceremony attended by government leaders, dignitaries and invited guests.
The ceremony marked the official start of Dulos Hope's 4-week visit to Papua New Guinea after the ship arrived yesterday, January 5th. Dignitaries were welcomed on board a ribbon cutting and a guided tour of the library and book fair.
Today is not just the arrival of a ship, it is the arrival of knowledge, service and hope. Papua New Guinea is a nation of many islands, many cultures, many languages, but we share one common belief in triune God, God the Father and God the Son, and God the Holy Spirit, and one nation. Amongst many of our government's policies, I want to make one specific reference, which is education transforms lives. One of the many policies is important, but education is a key cornerstone that frees and that enables a country to move forward.
Speaking on behalf of the government, Minister Soraya highlighted the importance of education and literacy in shaping the future of Papua New Guinea, particularly for children and young people. Following the speeches, the minister officially opened the onboard library fair with a ribbon-cutting ceremony, allowing guests to tour the ship and view more than 2,000 book titles.
And cuts. Welcome, officially open.
Dulos Hope is operated by Operation Mobilization and carries nearly 100 crew members from 35 countries, all contributing skills in education, community outreach and ship operations.
We're here to share three things, and those are to share knowledge, help and hope. We share knowledge through the book fair that you are currently seeing. We have over 2,000 different titles of books. And the second thing, we share help. And then we go to communities. So we don't only invite people to come and visit it, we encourage our crew and we send our crew intentionally to go and visit communities around Port Moresby. We believe that books are a great help for education, and this is what we believe, and we hope also to impart to the kids and for them to see the value of not opening a tablet, just opening a tablet or like read a book through a phone, but like actually grabbing a physical book and having the feeling of reading through a book.
The ship will also visit schools and communities around Port Moresby to promote literacy and the importance of reading physical books. Dulos Hope will remain in Port Moresby until March 1st, with the public encouraged to book online for priority entry. Carol Kidu Jr., TVWAN News.
Papua New Guinean youths are making an impact beyond the nation's shores, serving on the international floating library ship Dulos Hope and sharing hope, culture and faith with people from around the world.
From the kitchens to the book stands, young Papua New Guineans are playing key roles on board the ship during its global mission. Mois Lemon from Wawaria district in Morobe province joined Dulos Hope in February last year and is committed to serving for 2 years. She works in the ship's gallery, preparing meals for crew members and visitors. Lemon says she enjoys meeting people from different nationalities.
My commitment on Dulos Hope is 2 years. And I was joining the Dulos Hope in last year, 25 February. And like when the ship coming back to PNG, my country, PNG, it's 1 year for me on the Dulos Hope. Working with a different nationality and different crew member from different country as we working together on Dulos Hope. I'm really happy and I really enjoy.
Also serving on board is 24-year-old Alice Savika from Kainantu district in Eastern Highlands province. Alice joined through Operation Mobilization PNG and says her time on the ship has allowed her to inspire people from different backgrounds.
Okay, my message to my people, as we claim to be a Christian country, I have been out of this country and I see the great need of those who doesn't know Jesus. And that's the very important thing and precious thing we have, but we are so selfish and we don't want to share Jesus to others. And they are dying for this and they want to know this. But we are so selfish, we don't want to go. But when I step out and when I see the need, it's so great. And I am praying every day that my countrymen, my people will one day they will come to know that they are called. Jesus is longing for them to step out and share Him. Jesus is in our life and He wants us to share Him to others. Yes, so I hope and I'm praying that you will join missions and be part of the world missions and share Jesus to everyone.
Both youth say their journey on Dulos Hope has transformed their lives and they hope more Papua New Guineans will answer the call to serve globally. Carol Kidu Jr., TV1 News.
Turning abroad, the ABC has reported that Australia and Indonesia have formalized a major security treaty committing the two nations to increased security consultation and to consider joint responses to threats. Prime Minister Anthony Albanese and Indonesian President Prabowo Subianto signed the treaty in a ceremony in Jakarta at the Presidential Palace. The treaty has been described as an upgrade to existing joint security agreements held between the two nations. Mr. Albanese described the treaty as a watershed moment in the relationship. Analysts have viewed the treaty with some skepticism, saying neither leader has made it explicitly clear what joint security threats the two face. Authorities are investigating after a second threatening letter was sent to Sydney's largest mosque in the lead-up to Ramadan. Muslims say they've experienced a rise in hostilities in the aftermath of the Bondi Beach terrorist attack on a Jewish festival.
Police are investigating after a second threatening letter was sent to Lakemba Mosque. The letter depicts Muslims inside a mosque that's on fire, the words "burn them out" and other comments that are derogatory.
That letter was a threat. Now, either it was a threat in trying to intimidate people, or it was a threat that they intend to act upon. Either way, to me, that's the very definition of terrorism, because it's having the effect of people calling the association saying, look, we're scared to go out now. Our neighbour who we used to talk to all of a sudden gives us a cold shoulder now.
It's the second threatening letter sent to the mosque within a fortnight. A 70-year-old man has been charged over the first letter and remains before the courts.
Every person of Islamic faith deserves to be able to worship safely, and the government is very clear on that. There is no role for hate. There is no role for anonymous hate. There's no role for hand-delivered hate in the form that has been experienced by the worshippers at the Lakemba Mosque.
The Lebanese Muslim Association says there's been an increase in hostility directed towards them since the Bondi terror attack. It comes as the holy month of Ramadan starts in 2 weeks, drawing tens of thousands to the mosque, while the Lakemba night markets during Ramadan are expected to attract more than 1 million people.
Right now, I'm pleading with government. We do need support in the form of security guards and an increased police presence.
We have stood up Operation Shelter and have our New South Wales Police Force, who are doing a terrific job, step up to protect all faith-based institutions, mosques, churches, synagogues, mandirs, as they should.
Muslims will start observing Ramadan on February 18. The New South Wales Premier, Chris Minns, contacted Lakemba Mosque after it received its second threatening letter. The Lebanese Muslim Association says, although it appreciates his words of support, it would value his actions more.
And that ends the news segment. Sports is next. Stay tuned.
Noodles. Tastier, but you like it more.
P&G's favorite soft drink now in bottles. Goldsport brings you fresh, bold flavors in brand new 500ml bottles. Mango. More freshness, more flavor, more fun. Lime, orange, raspberry, and pineapple. Proudly made in PNG. Proudly Gold Spot.
Hi, with the help of Palmolive Naturals shampoo and conditioner, with these 3 quick and easy tips, I'm going to show you that more natural, beautiful hair is achievable. Step 1, massage your scalp during washing with shampoo. Step 2, apply conditioner to the tips of your hair. Step 3, gently towel dry your hair. There you have it. For natural, beautiful hair, use Palmolive Naturals shampoo and conditioner. Have a great hair day.
Always on WhatsApp? Then this is your style of banking with TISA. Check your account balance or even chat with a TISA Bank agent. Get started today by following these simple steps. 1. Save TISA Bank's official WhatsApp number in your phone. 2. Open WhatsApp and send a simple hi. 3. Follow the menu to start banking. It's that easy. TISA Bank. Banking on change.
Join me, Tracy Pa, every Sunday for in-depth interviews,
4 days activity, we restored the vision of almost 200 patients.
profiles, and reports on scope.
The MSG Prime Minister's Cup is aimed to foster unity.
It's a cracker!
Came out on top.
Only on TVWAN.
T20 World Cup after 17 years. This is what you play for. This is what creates memories of some of the greatest players in the game.
Welcome back. Fiji Airways men's sevens coach Osea Kolinisau says the team is staying disciplined in their approach as they prepare for the Perth Sevens this weekend. While there are lessons to take from their Singapore campaign, the focus remains firmly on the opening pool match.
They're able to repel the Fijian.
Fiji Sevens coach Osea Kolinisau believes looking too far ahead could distract from the immediate challenge against a strong Argentinian side, followed by South Africa. Reflecting on the lessons from last week's Singapore Grand Final glory, he highlighted resilience and defense, and their kicking tactics worked well in their favor against big opponents South Africa, New Zealand and France. He stressed that the team's priority is to take the tournament one match at a time before worrying about the later opponents. Kolinisau also stressed minor injury concerns from Singapore, saying management and medical staff are confident the players will be ready to compete. He highlighted Tala Tolo's shoulder knock and Teba's concussion against New Zealand, which ruled him out of the final as a precaution. The Fiji men's sevens side will open their Perth Sevens pool games against Argentina, followed by Spain. They will wrap up their pool matches against South Africa. Terry Longwood, TV1 Sports.
25-year-old Tino had a clause in his contract that allowed him to source other offers for the 2027 season, but he knocked back the opportunity to progress talks due largely to the environment created by new coach Josh Hannay. He was upfront from the start of the process. He said he would test the market, but made it clear his desire was to stay and help the Titans get back to finals footy.
Game against the Seagulls.
The key point the Test and Queensland forward Tino Faswa Malawi wanted
was to be convinced the Gold Coast would provide him and his teammates with a high-performance environment to take the club forward towards success. New coach George Hannay achieved that in a short space of time, and it is a massive credit to him and his staff after the Titans finished 16th last year in ex-coach Des Hasler's final season. FAS Wamalui's manager, Simon Memino, told the AAP the Perth Bears were the only club his client spoke to officially. The Bears submitted an expression of interest but did not make an offer. Other clubs were prepared to talk if and when FAS Wamalui wanted to, and Memino had several lined up if he wanted to pursue that path. FAS Wamalui, true to his word, gave Hannay and the Titans a chance to win him over and has now made his decision.
Just to be able to clear that up for myself, my family, but also the club and all the boys out there. It's been real relieving today, and I'm just glad that everyone knows where my future lies, and I'm just glad that it's over. There was a lot of frustrations at times, and definitely the light at the end of the tunnel did flicker at times. But every time I really looked into it, I definitely didn't want to leave this place. Came in for a reason. I definitely want to still change that around, and with Josh at the helm, it's definitely helped out a lot. I'm real glad that it's over. I'm real glad that we sat down and had that final talk. But I would have told Josh a while ago around where my head was.
FAS Wamalui, who has another option he annexed until 2033 at the end of the 2030 season, said he backed the club's roster to fire into the future under Hannay. Hannay, who had coached the Titans keeper previously when he was a Queensland assistant, said in all the discussions, the skipper had been consistent with his love for the Titans and his teammates and desire to help the club be successful. Terry Longwood, TVWAN Sports.
The HSBC SVNS spotlight turns to Perth this week as the world's best sevens sides arrive in Western Australia. Australia's women return to familiar turf, looking to defend their Perth crown and contend for the top spot on the SVNS league standings. Team captains came together at Scarborough Beach today to launch HSBC SVNS Perth, soaking up the sunshine and the energy ahead of what promises to be a thrilling weekend of Rugby Sevens.
After 3 rounds of the HSBC SVNS series, the race for the top spots is heating up in the women's competition. New Zealand currently leads with 58 points with just 2 points advantage, but Australia will be looking to defend their Perth crown by clinching a win on home soil and putting on a show for the local fans. Following their victory against France in Singapore's final showdown last week, the Flying Fijians are aiming to continue their winning streak and maintain their position atop the men's league standings just ahead of New Zealand. Madison Asby, captain of the Australian women's team, said they loved playing in Perth and the girls did a great job last year winning the title. Henry Hutchinson, captain of the Australian men's team, added it's nice to be back in Perth on home soil and are ready to put in a good performance in front of their local fans and family who are travelling from all parts of the country. The HSBC SVNS series continues to redefine the Rugby Sevens experience, contributing elite fast-paced sport with a festival atmosphere featuring music, food and culture. Perth's HBF Park will once again host live entertainment, international DJs, food and beverage activations, and the Beach Club delivering an unforgettable experience. You can catch all the action live on digital TV1 Sports 3. Terry Longwood, TV1 Sports.
And Alice Springs powerlifter is encouraging more women to take up the sport and join her at the gym. Arrant woman and mother of 4, Jessica Coombe, is competing south of Sydney this weekend, but she hopes Alice Springs can one day host its own powerlifting competition.
Jessica Coombe is seriously strong.
At the moment my total is 270, so that's an 80 kilo squat, 60 bench and 130 kilo deadlift.
She first started lifting to lose weight, and her passion grew from there.
I just love feeling strong. You know, when you're looking at the weights on the bar and they look like a lot and then you actually pick it up, it's a really good feeling.
On Saturday, she's competing in her first ever powerlifting competition near Sydney.
This meet that I'm going to is the regionals, but it opens the door for nationals and international, and Like, I'm here for the journey. I'll go for the ride.
As well as competing, Jess is hoping to inspire other women to join her in the sport and to build a local community of powerlifters. So one day, Alice Springs can host its very own competition.
Powerlifting Australia says it's been up to 25 years since the NT held a competition, but it's hoping to change that.
We're looking to get started in the territory mid to late this year. It's not that hard to get a powerlifting competition going because there's plenty of native interest on the ground.
Encouraging more women to join the male-dominated sport.
That was the best one. Powerlifting Australia wants everybody to take up the sport because, as I said, it's the most healthy activity you can do.
Jess can vouch for the sport's benefits and is a proud role model for her children.
Them seeing my transformation and them knowing that even in my darkest moment, I still rose up and I'm still here.
Strong outcomes in more ways than one.
And now a look at the weather forecast. Regional forecast. Southern, Port Moresby partly cloudy, periods with possible afternoon showers. Daru partly cloudy with few showers and possible thunderstorms in the afternoon. Momase, lay few showers throughout the day, clearing to fine in the afternoon evening. Wewak partly cloudy with few showers. New Guinea Islands, TVWAN mostly fine. Buka partly cloudy with possible afternoon evening showers. And Highlands region, Mediterranean Wabeg, cloudy periods with some rain showers and possible thunderstorm in the afternoon evening. Ocean forecast. Coral Sea, sea smooth to slight with northwest to west winds of 5 to 15 knots. Solomon Sea, sea smooth to slight with southwest to southeast winds of 5 to 15 knots. Bismarck Sea, sea slight with northwest to southwest winds of 5 to 10 knots. Pacific Ocean, sea smooth with east to southeasterly winds of 5 to 10 knots. And coastal waters forecast. Waters of southern PNG Indonesian border to Daru, Kiwai Island, Karamayul Island, Hood Point to Samai Island. Sea 0.5 to 1 meters, rising to 1.3 meters along Hood Point to Samai Island. Waters of Medang to Wewak, Vanuatu and northern PNG Indonesian border, and waters of Manus and its western group of islands. Sea 0.5 to 1 meter. And that ends TV1 News. Thanks for your company. Good night.
The TV1 News was proudly brought to you by